Welcome back to the Nap Lab. Today we are reviewing the SweetNight Coolnest. This is a foam mattress available in 12, 14, and 16-inch versions and a single firmness option, medium. It's made of a blend of comfort foams with a convoluted support foam base and a thin cover. Its price ranges between $430 and $600 for queen, depending on the chosen height. This is undoubtedly one of the thickest mattresses we've seen at this price point. To be clear, we tested the 16-inch version in our review. SweetNight markets the Coolnest around its special enhanced cooling design, 5-zone support, and long-lasting durability. For $600 and below, that sounds amazing, but perhaps it's too good to be true. Let's jump into review now and see how well this mattress performs in our objective and data-driven tests. Here is the performance scorecard for the SweetNight Coolnest. As you can see, it performed fairly well in 7 out of our 8 scoring categories, albeit no one score was exceptional. Response was the highest score at a 9.7, where the average score is around an 8.9. Motion transfer was just below that at a 9.2. From there, most other categories landed in the low to mid 8 range, which is about average if not slightly below in most cases. The lowest scoring category was sex, and this gave the Coolnest an overall score of 8.37. This places it within the bottom 32% among all mattresses we tested to date. However, it's also less than half the average price. One quick note, while the version we reviewed was their 16-inch option, our personal measurements showed it around 15.5 inches. If you hear a discrepancy throughout the review, that's the reason. The SweetNight Coolnest is available in a single firmness, medium. The medium feel is a 5 out of 10 on our firmness scale, where 10 is the most firm. Next, we're going to talk through what the SweetNight Coolnest does best. First, the mattress has a very low motion transfer. This makes it ideal for those who share a bed, especially if one or more of them is a sensitive sleeper. Second, the price is notably below average while still maintaining near average performance. Third, the foam used in the mattress is highly responsive, which can go a long way to create a livelier feel and avoid any cratering or stuck sensations. However, not all mattresses are ideal for all sleepers. Let's talk through the important consideration points for the Coolnest. First, the trial period is a good bit shorter than the average at just 100 nights. Second, we recorded lower than average bounce levels, which can make it a little harder to move around on the mattress, not to mention make your dance without pants more strenuous. Third, cool performance was okay, but it wasn't better than average. The mattress holds heat at a higher level than we typically see within our test, but it does dissipate it fairly quickly as well. Your body weight and sleeping position impact the types of mattress that are best able to support you. Our analysis is designed to help match the correct mattress to the right body types and sleeping positions. Support on the SweetNight Coolnest is good. During our test, I felt well supported in all sleeping positions. The mattress is equipped with a 10.5-inch support layer. This is 2.6 inches thicker than the average support layer thickness of 7.9 inches based on all of our tests to date. In addition, the support layer is cut with zonal channels. These 5-zone channels help create more appropriate support at different parts of the body. The mattress is available in a single firmness option, medium. A medium feel is appropriate for most body types and sleeping positions. The foam layers are able to deliver sufficient comfort while gently transitioning bodies into the more supportive layers. Many cheaper mattresses struggle with support due to the limited comfort layer thickness, which can create a more abrupt feeling, like your body hits a wall of sorts. Suffice to say, that's not the case here, and it's a really solid performance, especially considering the price. Based on all my tests to date, and analysis of the materials, and my subjective experiences, I'm confident most sleepers will find support on the SweetNight Coolnest is good. Be sure to visit us over at naplab.com/mattress-quiz. There, you can submit your needs and preferences, and we'll send you back a personalized recommendation based on your inputs. Next up, we're going to move on to our individual performance tests. At NapLab, we test each mattress by analyzing according to 10 different factors that impact the feel, comfort, and performance. First up, we have a cooling test. To measure cooling, we allow the mattress for 15 minutes, allow it to absorb body heat. Then, we get off the mattress and take periodic measurements of the surface level temperature. Our tests show how the mattress retains and releases heat and overall cooling performance. Mattresses that breathe better, retain less heat, and sleep cooler are better, as they allow sleepers to maintain a comfortable temperature. The SweetNight Coolnest has good cooling. During our test, I felt a slight level of heat retention around my body, but it was pretty minor overall. The mattress is equipped with a cooling cover, which does have a notable cool to the touch feel when you first lie on it. However, that cover loses much of the cool sensation after you've been lying in the same position for a while. However, when changing positions and moving to a new spot on the mattress, you will have that cooler feel initially. The cover also has a thinner design, which helps promote airflow. We also have a gel memory foam, which helps to resist heat retention. All that said, while the gel memory foam and cooling cover are absolutely helping, they are no cooling miracle workers. This is still an all-foam design and uses more budget-friendly materials and foams. As a result, cooler performance just isn't able to rise to the absolute best levels. In our objective temperature test, we measured a max surface level temperature of 91.0 degrees Fahrenheit. This is 1.2 degrees warmer than the average of 89.8 degrees based on all of our tests to date. When we consider the combination of objective data, my subjective experiences, and an analysis of the materials, I'm confident in my view that cooling is good. For the Sinkage test, we lie on the mattress. In addition, we use a 12-pound medicine ball to test pressure point sinkage. Deeper sinkage can cause sleepers to feel overly enveloped by the material layers, while less sinkage can make you feel that you're sleeping more on top of the mattress as opposed to in it. Sinkage is a preferential factor. Some prefer more, others less. The SweetNight Coolnest has a moderate sinkage. During our test, we measured a pressure point sinkage depth of 2.12 inches. This is 0.05 inches less sinkage than the average sinkage depth of 2.17 inches based on all of our tests to date. The mattress creates a dramatic body contouring hug. The thin knit cover allows the body to more significantly engage with the foam layers. Having a 2-inch gel memory foam creates a more exacting hug around the precise shape of the body. Despite the more significant hug around the body, the sinkage depth isn't overly deep. As a result, I do not feel trapped or stuck in the foam layers. The foam layers have a fast material responsiveness, which definitely helps as well. To test motion transfer, we place one 12-pound medicine ball on one side of the mattress and drop another 12-pound medicine ball on the opposite side. In addition, we use an accelerometer to objectively measure the motion generated by the medicine ball drop. Low motion transfer is better as it helps sleeping partners avoid disturbing each other during the night. The SweetNight Coolnest has a very low level motion transfer. During our test, we measured a total acceleration range of 6.79 meters per second squared. This is 22% less motion transfer than the average of 8.74 meters per second squared. The Coolnest has a number of material and design elements helping to reduce motion. First and foremost, the all-foam design is ideal for lowering motion, as foam simply disperse energy better than coils. In addition, the thin, looser cover easily slides with sleeper movements instead of tugging back and forth. Lastly, the mattress has a below average level of bounce, which ensures new sources of energy and motion aren't dramatic. In our motion transfer chart, which visualizes our accelerometer data, we can see the highest motion peaks from 0 to 0.14 seconds. Motion drops off significantly thereafter, and by 0.94 seconds, we return to near zero levels of energy. While the motion duration was longer than average, given the considerably below average motion intensity, I'm not overly concerned by it. I expect most sleepers will find motion to be a non-issue for the Coolnest. To test response time, we place a 12-pound medicine ball on the mattress. Once it's fully at rest, we then quickly remove it and objectively measure the amount of time it takes for the mattress to recover and resume its original shape. A faster response time is better, as quicker responding material layers better adapt to your changes in movement and have a stuck feeling. The SweetNight Coolnest has an extremely fast mostly recover response time and a very fast fully recover response time. In our mostly recovered test, we measured a recovery speed of 0.2 seconds, which is 0.23 seconds faster than the average of 0.43 seconds based on all of our tests to date. In our fully recovered responsiveness test, we measured a recovery speed of 0.6 seconds, which is 0.38 seconds faster than the average of 0.98 seconds. At these speeds, the material response is essentially instant. The foams rebound back to shape incredibly quickly. The fast material response ensures the mattress is easy to move around on and avoids any type of a stuck feeling. To run the bounce test, we drop a 12-pound medicine ball onto the mattress. We measure the maximum depth the ball sinks to full rounding up, as well as the maximum height it achieved on the bounce. Bounce is a preferential factor. Some prefer more, others less. However, more bounce is typically better than less, as it improves ease of movement, aids in response time, and improves sex performance. The SweetNight Coolnest has a low level of bounce. During our test, we measured a total bounce height of 7.26 inches. This is 1.98 inches less bounce than the average of 9.24 inches based on all of our tests to date. When we look at the material layers, it's easy to see why we have such a low level of bounce. We have an all-foam design with a thicker than average 5-inch comfort layer, and a 2-inch layer of memory foam. Foam simply don't return significant bounce, and that is doubly true of memory foam. Lower bounce is the single biggest factor helping to reduce motion transfer. That said, lower bounce also has a negative impact on ease of movement and sex performance. As a result, there are pros and cons to consider when it comes to bounce. For an assessment of edge support, I lie on and sit on the edge of the mattress to measure the level of support and compression. Less sinkage while sitting and lying directly on the edge of the mattress is better, as it creates a more supportive edge for sleeping, lounging, and amorous activities. The SweetNight Coolnest has good sitting edge support and good lying edge support. In our sitting edge support test, we measured a sitting sinkage compression of 4.00 inches. This is 0.03 inches less sitting sinkage than the average of 4.03 inches based on all of our tests to date. Lying edge support has a similar performance level. While lying directly on the edge of the mattress, I felt the support was good in all sleeping positions. The biggest factor helping the SweetNight create better edge performance is simply the total 15.5-inch thick profile. This is considerably thicker than the average mattress height of 12 inches. All of that extra foam helps you create a more robust support when sitting or lying near the edge. While edge support is far from incredible, it's also perfectly fine, and I don't expect it's going to be an issue for most sleepers. Our sex test uses a weighted formula to assess sex performance. Higher bounce and more supportive edge are the most important factors, with noise, pressure relief, and cooling being lesser weighted inputs. Mattresses with more bounce and better edge support perform better for sex, as do mattresses that don't make as much noise and are more comfortable to lie on. The SweetNight Coolnest has fair sex performance. On the positive side, noise is minimal and edge support is good. With just 4 inches of sitting edge sinkage, the edge is supportive enough for most stances without pants. In the middling performance, we have cooling and pressure relief, both of which earn good scores even if they aren't amazing. Nevertheless, neither is critically important for sex performance, so they should be sufficient for most couples. Where the mattress struggles for sex performance is bounce. At 7.26 inches of bounce, the SweetNight Coolnest has considerably less bounce than average. That lower bounce makes sex more strenuous and difficult on the mattress. Bounce is the single biggest factor that's detrimental to the score. Our pressure relief test is a measure of overall pressure relief performance. We analyze materials, layers, thicknesses, density, and design elements in conjunction with a subjective assessment of our experience while lying on the mattress. Mattresses with better pressure relief are able to create a more comfortable sleeping surface. The SweetNight Coolnest has a good level of pressure relief. During our test, I felt no significant pressure points on my body. Overall, I found the mattress comfortable to lie on. The mattress is equipped with 5 inches of comfort material, which is 0.84 inches more material than the average comfort layer thickness of 4.16 inches based on all of our tests to date. All that extra foam has a big impact on comfort, as it helps create pressure relief and transitional support into the more supportive foundational layers. When I cut open the mattress to examine foam quality, I'm generally pleased with what I see. The foams are all of reasonably good quality, and all foams feel good on the body and in hand. Given the $400 to $600 price point, I'm more than pleased with both the quantity and quality of foam layers. In our objective pressure mapping test, we measured a max PSI of 0.97. This is well below the high pressure point benchmark of 2.0 PSI and well within the pressure range we want to see. While pressure relief is no miracle worker, at this price point, it does far more right than it does wrong. When I consider the material thickness, material quality, and my subjective experiences on the mattress, I'm confident most sleepers will find pressure relief to be good. To evaluate off-gassing, we assess the mattress following the initial unboxing, taking a subjective measure of any strong smells. We monitor the mattress over a period of days until the mattress no longer has a strong odor. Mattresses with less strong odor and odor dissipates more quickly are better. The SweetNight Coolnest had a strong smell upon the initial unboxing. The mattress smelled for 6 days. This is 0.5 days shorter than the average smell duration of 6.5 days. The company score takes a look at the factors that may influence your experience with the mattress. Factors include length of the trial period, warranty, shipping costs, return costs, trust, and country of origin. SweetNight mattresses come with a 100-night trial period and a 10-year warranty. Shipping and returns are both free. The average warranty is 13 years, which is 3 years more than this mattress, and that's if we exclude the 38% of mattresses that offer lifetime warranties. So, should you buy the SweetNight Coolnest? I'll say it depends. If you're on a tight budget and don't mind giving up performance in some areas, the Coolnest can be a perfectly fine option. Contrary to the name and how they market it, we didn't find the Coolnest to be anything more than just good in terms of cooling. There's definitely room for improvement there. And of course, sex is hindered by the low bounce. However, this is an extremely affordable mattress with extra comfort and support material. It has good pressure relief and very low motion transfer. So at the end of the day, I think this is a great deal for those on a tighter budget. Well guys, that's it for this video. I hope it found it helpful. Comments or questions, please drop us those notes down below. If you're interested in buying the SweetNight, we've got a link in the description. For more from NapLab, be sure to get subscribed, ring that bell, and visit us over at naplab.com. As always, thank you so much for watching.